up. It's the last day of the carnival. Have your picture taken. You want to remember the best
you want
day of your
one
life?
last ride on the merry-go-round?
Oh, tell me the truth, Ross. Are you having any pangs that your own personal merry-go-round is grinding your heart?
Absolutely not.
No?
My bachelorhood was a dull and solitary business. You know that. My life did not become a three-ring circus till I met you.
I can think of a few exceptions. My mother comes to mind.
Don't.
I'm sorry. I take it back. I promise I will never bring up your relationship with her again. Well, I'll try.
You know, I'm on kind of a deadline. I've got to mail out Bridges' custody case papers of the state capitol.
Boy, it's a week for historic firsts, isn't it?
Yes, including you staying over at your mother's tonight.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last time I had the bed all to myself. Oh, you know what I mean.
Sure. Listen, why don't you do your deadline? And I'm gonna be fine. I've got my car in the lot.
So the next time we see each other, we'll be at the altar.
Yeah.
So, honey, drive carefully.
Oh, I'm sorry to startle you. But was there possibly a blonde woman here just now? Well, I had the strongest feeling that there was someone who needed me, someone in deep psychic distress.
That's me. It's me.
Oh, no, dear.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a blonde.
Does anybody mind if I take a walk?
Oh, no.
No.
Because, I thought I was all pooped out before, but suddenly I just feel a little restless.
Go ahead.
I mean, do you think I'm way off base here? Or if not, then why do I have this really terrible feeling about tomorrow?
Well, now that you mention it, I believe I do sense something.
Wait a minute. No, don't tell me. I am getting married tomorrow if lightning strikes me on the spot.
Well, that's probably best. No, I wish you good luck, dear.
Yeah.
Blake, good. Have you seen Buzz around here anywhere? We came together, but we kind of got separated in the crowd.
Oh, is this going to be my future? I mean, am I going to be running around and asking where my husband is? Oh.
Hi. What are you two doing here?
Ross.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm dropping her off. She's going to a business meeting. Columbus, right?
Oh, right.
Well, I gotta get this shipped out. I'm getting married tomorrow.
All right.
Listen, if you're not in too much of a rush, maybe we could grab a quick drink. I could certainly use one.
Sure. I could use one, too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You know, I never bought liquor by the pint before.
Well, you're getting married.
I'm gonna be okay. You don't have to stay with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm nervous. Ordinarily, I'm known for my nerves of steel. I think it's because years ago I had this absolutely disastrous joke of marriage. And ever since then, I've equated going to the altar with going to the gallows.
Well, that's gruesome. I mean, it's like electrocution. Or what? Lethal injection. There's got to be worse things, though. I just can't think of one.
I don't think it has to be that bad. I mean, were you that miserable married to Nadine?
Nah, 2 nights a week. But you know, I mean, people are on kidney machines 2 days a week and they don't complain. Actually, that's a pretty good analogy, come to think of it.
How so?
Well, marriage sort of gives you life, but at the same time, it lets you know that your condition is dire. I mean, Nadine is a peach. But every peach has a hard, shriveled, little pit. And the women are only the half of it. You know, if you're lucky, you end up with a bunch of little witnesses to the whole mess. They think you're God for 12 years. They think you're Satan for the next 12.
Yes. I'm looking forward to having kids. The question now is, should I be marrying one?
Oh, Frank, what am I going to tell the guests? I mean, what am I going to do with the gifts? I'm never going to be able to live down this shame. I mean, sure, I guess I will. I mean, I'm a tough cookie. I'll do what I have to do. I guess it's better to die of embarrassment than to hold Ross to a promise of marriage that he doesn't want to keep.
Hey, what did Ross say?
Oh, please, Frank, I don't need a brick wall to fall on my face. He acts more like a candidate for brain surgery, root canal, whatever, than a bridegroom.
Boy, come on, I mean...
For example, just tonight, I said that I wanted to spend the night with my mom. Now, I was only swearing off premarital sex because the prey is so close to the marital. You should have seen his face. It was like he jumped for joy at the prospect of being alone, which doesn't bode well for my post-marital sex life, don't you think?
Come on, you...
I just really don't want to be one of those lonely housewives who seek satisfaction out of these cheap one-night affairs. Oh, not that I regret any of them.
Thank you very much. Oh, no.
Well, I was single, Frank. Besides, I'm supposed to have happily ever after, aren't I? I mean...
You know what? Maybe I'm not the one you want to ask here.
Oh, Frank, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about you and Eleni. I just get really self-centered when I'm upset. You know that.
Come here. You know what I think? I think you are out of your mind, little girl. Look me in the eyes. Come here. Listen to what I have to say. You love Ross, right?
Yeah.
You're crazy about him, right? He loves you. He's crazy about you. I mean, isn't this what everybody wants? Huh? This is what I used to have with Eleni, and I'm going to get it back. And if I didn't believe that, I'm going to march my little self out and put myself into that little dumpster, and I'm going to have them take me away in the morning.
You're right, Frank. Why didn't I see this before? I mean, Ross he's so steadfast and true blue and not nearly as boring as everybody thinks. I mean, sure, he puts his foot in his mouth at the most inopportune times, but so what, right?
Exactly.
Oh. Why do I still have the feeling that something is really terribly wrong?
You know, Blake cheated on me once. She thought, though, that we were broken up, so, you know, I don't know. If I have her on a technicality or what. Now, no analogies. Now, just what do you think?
Oh, that's nothing. I was a bigamist for a while. While I was still married to Nadine, I married Lucy's mother. I wouldn't tell you this unless I knew you wouldn't remember it. I almost got married a third time.
You mean to Jenna? Oh, if you can survive all that, I guess I can survive one little child bride. I just can't help thinking, though, that there's some sort of secret to it that, you know, would help me in the future.
I am obviously not clear on this, but if there's one thing to remember, I think it's this. There is a misery at the heart of every happy marriage. And there is a happiness at the heart of every misery. And what is at the heart of that? I think it's better not to know.
Okay. Well, I'll let you get back to what you were doing and get myself home while I can still talk. Walk. Thank you for all the wise words.
Hey, I'm a fellow traveler.
Traveler. That was Robert E. Lee's horse. Who is it?
Oh, don't hit me because I didn't go to my mom's. I thought the sound of you snoring, or not snoring, would keep me awake. You've been drinking? Because you couldn't stand to be away from me either. Yeah. Oh, I'm never going to let you out of my sight. I'll be damned if anything under the sun is going to upset our wedding.
Why would anything do that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just a crazy worrywart. But I love you with all my heart.
You should let me say those kind of things first.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Go brush your teeth.
Here it is. Isn't it lovely? Tell her I'm sorry it's so last minute. We had to get it rehemmed.
Oh, it's beautiful. She's gonna love it. Thank you. So, how's the bride this morning?
I don't know. She didn't stay here. She was going to, but... No, wait a minute. She called me 2 o'clock in the morning, totally incoherent. But I guess she's fine, if she hasn't been kidnapped by pirates since then.
Yeah, it's Blake. It's hard to realize that she's not, the little tousle-haired kid who used to go streaking through the kitchen. I got it! Hello? Well, if the secret to a long, contented life is having a short memory, you're a lesson to us all, my dear. I'll be on my way now. See you there. Don't shrink from me.
No, I told you before my daughter walks down the aisle.
Who was that?
No, I'm the only one who could stop it.
Who was that?
Holly, come on, it's nothing.
Don't give me nothing. I heard you. Roger, please, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't interfere with her wedding. You are going to totally devastate her.
All right, now what could possibly make you think that I wouldn't be welcoming Ross Marler into this family? Could it be because he has devoted huge chunks of his professional life into persecuting me?
Look, that custody case turned out the best for everybody. You can't hold that against him.
Or perhaps it's that he is old enough to be Chrissy's father, and if they are so fortunate as to have children, he's going to be geriatric by the time they're teenagers.
That is their business.
Or possibly it's because of the horrible way he humiliated you. Courting you in public while sleeping with our daughter. Holly.
Oh,
Holly, I am sorry. Perhaps you have forgiven him for that, but I can't and I won't. I never will. I love you too much for that.
Just don't take it out on her.
Now, you know better than anyone that outside of you, I love our daughter more than anyone in this world.
Well, I know that you would never deliberately hurt her.
Not if I could avoid it.
Sweetheart? Honey, are we just a little tense?
No! Why should we be? Listen, this is going to be the happiest day of our lives if it kills me. So don't you worry about me. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yes. Oh, Ed, I love you to distraction, and if you weren't Ross's best man, you would be mine. And don't you worry about me, I'm gonna be just fine.
Hurt my fingers.
I'm sorry.
Isn't it sort of traditional that the bride and groom not see each other this early, on the big day, the wedding day?
Wait a minute, I'm not superstitious.
Ha! As usual, the picture of composure.
She knows it. I don't know how. She just woke up knowing. She has powers.
What does she know?
She knows that I'm thinking of calling it all off.
You're going to choose your next words very carefully, aren't you? Ross? I don't want to have to perform a craniotomy right here, on the spot. So what's going on?
taking a stand, Ed. I used to walk around the house naked, constantly. Bet you never knew that.
I never knew that, no.
Yeah. Well, maybe not constantly. Often. 2, 3 times a week. Always with the blinds drawn, of course, and just until my pajamas were done in the dryer, but still I had that naked bachelor freedom, didn't I? And I'm not going to see that anymore, am I? Then again, Blake being Blake, she might not mind me walking around the house naked. In fact, she might insist on it. We'll end up playing some sort of perverse game of peekaboo.
She might.
Edward, you know what the hell I'm talking about. There are certain freedoms that men enjoy, have always enjoyed down through the ages. I can't think of one just at the moment, but you know what I mean. It's the little things, the little freedoms. For instance, male vanity. Let's not forget the freedom to stand stark naked in your own bathroom and try out the latest wrinkle cream. On any part of your body. And what about getting fat, Ed? How am I ever going to get fat? Now, with Blake, who everybody knows is going to be beautiful forever, how could I ever get fat? I'll be the only 90-year-old in the home still doing leg lifts. And what if my hair goes, huh? What if it goes? It's holding its own now. I know that. But what if it goes? Am I going to have to get one of those hair weave transplants, these plugs that you put up here? I'm going to end up with orange AstroTurf all over my head, and these are the things that bother me. And what also bothers me is that I'm afraid. Again. I'm just afraid that Blake is going to find somebody more attractive, somebody less middle-aged. And you know something else? Been there, done that. I've made that mistake. I've seen myself make that mistake before. And it has done nothing except turn me into this lonely, loveless object of pity. But I'm not going to do that this time. Because even though I'm still afraid, I believe my love for Blake is stronger than any fear. And if I remember Philosophy 101 correctly, I love her, ergo I will marry her. The heart wants what it wants. You're good at this. Thank you. Could I have my shorts?
Sure.
Ah, yes. Feel much better now that I've sorted all that out.
Oh, good. Of course, I'm a nervous wreck now. Be worried all day, wondering if I should have put you in handcuffs when I had the chance.
Well, Ed, if you insist on being nervous about something, you've got your own younger woman to worry about, don't you?
Well, I can't wait to hear you try and explain your way out of that one.
Don't get touchy.
I'm not touchy. I'm just, you know.
Touchy. I'm just explaining that there might be a little awkwardness at the wedding ceremony. I mean, Eve and Blake are hardly bosom buddies, and then there's Holly, and I know that Eve won't be overjoyed to see Nick and Mindy, not to mention Vanessa, whom she finds a little daunting, don't we all?
Well, wait a minute. You're not seriously expecting Vanessa, or for that matter, anyone in Vanessa's family to be there, are you?
And the court case is over, okay? It was happy endings for everybody. I certainly bear no ill will towards anyone, and Vanessa has never been one to hold a grudge.
Never since when?
Oh, what are you doing?
The fair is over, lady. We're leaving town today.
No, I can't be too late.
Too late for what?
Oh, thank heavens you're still here. Madam Borda, I'm desperate. I'm really desperate, and I need your help. My life is in your hands.
Dear, well, I'm really not responsible for predictions that don't turn out the way you want them
Well,
to.
actually, you didn't give me a prediction. You tried to. You tried to tell me that my wedding was doomed, but I wouldn't listen to you. Do you remember me from last night?
Well, I think I'd remember a doomed wedding.
Well, you had a vision of it or something. Could you get that back? I'm really sorry the way I behaved last night. I was just really scared, and I just wouldn't let you get it out. But I'm strong enough now. I can handle it. So just tell me. Tell me the worst.
Well, HB wanted to be here, but he's having a root canal as we speak.
Ow.
He wanted me to give you this.
Oh, thanks. It's a little note from HB? How sweet.
Actually, I think it's from Billy.
How is he?
Well, I guess everybody would want to hear this. He says, Vanessa, Daddy drove straight up to see me after the trial was over. He wanted to let me know how it all went.
Oh, I should have called him.
Darlin', you did me proud. What you've worked out for Peter and for Bridget is righter and fairer than anything I could have come up with. I was always too hell-bent on winning. And that's one of the reasons I'm not there with you all now. But my love and my thoughts sure are, Billy. Let's see. Sure, sweetie. Here.
Is it hard for you to be here?
No, it's not that. I miss him. I think it's... Everyone's still feeling so bruised. Especially Vanessa.
Well, I heard she stayed overnight with you at the boarding house.
He was a real trooper, I'll tell you. But I think it's going to take more than one little sleepover for her to stop seeing me as a traitor.
Yeah.
I get it.
You know, you should come on by the office. I'm working on the murder still.
Yeah?
I could use your help on it. Maybe a little coaching.
How's it going?
Vanessa, someone here to see you.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't realize everybody was going to be here.
What do you want, Ross?
To make peace, or at least see if that's possible. You and Henry have been to every major event in my adult life, and I'd like to see that continue this afternoon at my wedding. It'd mean a lot to me. Maybe it is too soon, but I thought I'd give it a try.
Ross, there are certain things which once said can never be taken back. You should know that. You're a lawyer. Not soon, not late.
I'm sorry if the hearing caused you any pain, but I did what I did because I believed in the justice of Bridget's case.
That's not true, so don't say it.
Yes, it is.
It is not true. You were angry with me. You wanted to punish me. You were angry with me because I didn't tell you about Dinah. You're still mad at me. You were just hammering out old grievances in that court, that's all. So don't try and tell us that it was some kind of lofty belief in your client, because it wasn't.
I took it on the merits of the case. And I think you conceded that in court when you agreed to a joint custody.
Look, nobody in this room is angry with Dylan, even though he stood by Bridget. And that's because everything he did was motivated by concern and love. I mean, he never attacked anybody. He never slandered anybody.
Why would he? He's not Bridget's attorney.
Well, he had a lot more to do with this whole situation being solved than you did.
How do you mean that?
Look, he was the one who brought me up into that little attic room where she lived during her last months of her pregnancies. I mean, he was always doing something like that. Trying to get one side to see the point of view of the others. You know, trying to make people have some kind of love and understanding for each other. But everything you did, every single thing just created more pain, more grievance, more misunderstanding. And that was the sum total of your contribution to this case. I mean, it was solved in spite of you, not because of you. Rose, I wish you and Blake well. I do. But I cannot be at your wedding. And I won't be at your children's birthday parties or christenings or any of that. And I will always have something else to do on those days when you're given a golden key to the city or a banquet in honor of your illustrious career. And that's the way it is.
You okay? I'm glad you understand why I had to take Bridget's side. Because I love you, Vanessa.
Whoa, très chic. Is this what mothers of the bride are wearing these days?
Right. I'm going to watch my daughter walk down the aisle in jeans and cross trainers.
Now, what's this watch business? I thought you were going to walk down with her. I thought we were both going to give her away.
Right. Of course we are. Actually, I've got to run some errands for Blake this afternoon.
Well, hurry back. You know I can't manage a bow tie without you.
It won't be long. Who was that at the door? I thought I heard it ring.
Last minute special delivery.
Oh, that was all supposed to go over to the pavilion. Aren't they gorgeous?
I have a feeling those aren't for Chrissy.
Oh, mother of the bride.
How about that?
Thank you, father of the bride. Thanks for what?
Thanks for loving me. Thanks for taking me back. Thank you for making this glorious day possible.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Are you kidding? Having our whole family together in one place, celebrating the ties that bind. Holly, I can tell you, I never thought I'd live to see this day.
I know it's horrible, so you don't have to protect me. I can take it.
Well, I don't know what I said last night, but I'm not in the business of prophesying disaster. That's really not in my line at all.
Well, can you at least tell me when this is going to happen? Before the wedding or during it? Or, I mean, is it something I can prevent, like an accident? Or is this something done out of malice by a stranger or somebody I know? A man or a woman?
Well, I do foresee a man from your past attending the ceremony.
Wait a minute. Every man there is going to be a man from my past. So which one is it? Young or old? Somebody I married or I just slept with? Oh, that doesn't really narrow it down, does it? Somebody close to me or far away? Both, right? Close yet far away? I mean, isn't there anything else that you see here?
Well, I do see a certain disturbance in the air around you, a kind of confusion, but I think anyone looking at you right now would see that.
Yeah, disturbance and confusion. Well, you're right. I mean, my life is a mess. It always has been. Wait a minute. I love Ross so much. I mean, I feel like we've had past lives together or something. I know we're supposed to be happy. I can't lose that. Do you understand that?
I think you have it within you to have whatever kind of future you want, except for one that you've always felt doomed to.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. That's just what I needed to hear. Thank you.
That man from your past, he's not...